Hi friends, welcome at this channel, our language statistics. So today I am going to discuss so many competitive examinations in the all over the world and asking the questions like USSCO and others examinations. So first, how to solve how to solve a problem like algorithms and data structure type of the problems. So before that, because these are the part of the computer science and it's according to practice. If you have a good practice, you are comfortable to solve these questions. If you don't have a practice, so you are not able to solve this problem. So problem solving process, so most of the time means we have to emphasize here the problem solving. So there is not a way only you get the output, there is no need to the language and something, only to get solve this problem and get and solve this problem. So the problem, so now the abstractions that allow us to view the problem and solution in such a way to separate like a so-called logical and physical perceptions. So the basic idea is a familiar to us with the common examples. So first I try to the common example and then we will understand and then we can enter as a recursions tree and binary tree and others also. So end of these topics I try to discuss these things. But the other hand, the mechanic means just repair your some mechanics who wants to repair their automobiles takes a very different points of view and somebody takes the other point of the view. So same, just you don't concentrate the one person is teaching as this way and another person is teaching it that way. So motive is only to solve this problem. So let's see, just like I try in the procedural abstractions like this one. You can say the import math. Just I only try with the basics here and math that dot sqrt 16. So you can easily get output and so we do not necessary to know the square root is being calculated, but we know what the functions is called and how to use it. So if we perform the import correctly, we can assume that functions will provide us with the correct result. Okay, so we know that the someone implemented a solution to the square root problem, but we only need to know how to use it. This is sometimes referred to as a black box view of a process. So we simply describe the interface, the name of the function, what is needed means just like a parameters and what will be returned. So the details are hidden inside, so don't worry. So let's see. So this is a look like a focus. So basic things means we are going to concentrate on programming. What is the programming? Programming means it is a process of taking an algorithms and encoding it into a notations right here. So it can be executed by a computer. So most of the programming language and the many different types of the computers exist, and the important the something like a they get a different solutions. So without an algorithms there can be no program. So computer science is not the study of programming, not the study of programming. Programming, however, is an important part of what a computer scientist does. So similarly, just because we are going to the concentrate algorithm, so algorithm is a part of this programming. So algorithms describe the solutions to a problem in terms of the data needed to represent the problem instance, and then set of steps necessary to produce the intended result. So we try in the next time just data types. Just I think uh, actually at this level we have to hmm, your concept has been cleared basic pythons. So I am not going to the basic pythons. If you are not understanding, please concentrate your basic in the sense just you can concentrate dictionary, tuple, list, sets, range, so many things is there. So why study a data structure and abstract data types? So mostly the this one is the look like a something is the hidden inside of these functions, and to allow to the user or clients to view it is the very high level. So you can say just this is the similar to the data abstractions and the abstract data types. Okay, you can say the abstract data type means you can say the also the ADT and inform some informations hiding. So the idea that the encapsulating just data details and implementations, these things are informations hidden and we can getting the outputs. Next, so abstract data types it is a say and that user is the interact with. Let's see the user and then interfaces and then implementations and other is the operations. These are the abstract data types. So other questions it may be why study the algorithms. So the other solve the problems and the solving a problem by ourselves something. So algorithms are often quite different from one another. So now consider as an example of the SQRT just I have written here and seen earlier. Same thing. So first we have already. Now similarly if you want to use a print functions, just print means algorithm and data structures. So let's see the review something. Just print functions we can use here, print hello world, nothing. So now if you want to start here the getting started with the data like so the building the atomic data types like integer, floats another standard arithmetic operations like a plus, minus, multiply, divide, exponentials, okay, and operators, modulo, divisions, okay. So these are the less than, some operations name like less than, greater than, less and equal to, greater and equal to, not equal to, logical, logical or logical not. So these are the basic way. I think there is no need to the discuss here. So you can write here 2 plus 3 into 4. So you can easily print here these things. So what is the output? So similarly these are the basic mathematical, so you can see the basic. Now is it true and false? So you can easily represent here the true and false. Now if I write here the print 5 will equal to 10. So let's see this. So you can possible to false. So review the problem solving with the algorithms, and now the some variables hold the reference to the data objects. Sometimes you can say just the print, just if you write here like a print parenthesis, and now again you can write here the other parenthesis because we need to write the and. So if I start here the 5 equal and greater, greater and equal 1, and other you can write here and, again you are using a parenthesis. Now 5 less than equal to 10. So what happens? Just here I am using here some thing here. So 5 is a greater and equal to 1 and 5 is a lesser than and equal to 10. So these are terms we can easily use as a variable and others. Another way, just if you write some operators like a square operator, indexings you can use a indexing like a user. This one is square brackets. Concatenations look like a plus. Repetitions is a like a star. Membership like a in. Length len, and slicing look like a this one. So now some data you can easily collect look like, and you can represent here. So I am not going to, and some method also you can keep in your mind. Look like append methods, inserts. Append means add the new items to the end of the list. Inserts means insert any items at the ith positions of the list. Pop, remove and return the last items. And sort, modify the list to be sort. Reverse, modify a list to be in reverse order. Delete, del, index, return the index of the first occurrence of items. Count, return the number of occurrence in items. Remove the first occurrence of items. So let's see, just if I create a one list, and just I am going to write here my underscore list, and this will equal to look like indexing here 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am going to write here a as a variable. So look here, a will equal to, and indexing here my underscore list. So it has been given, and it will multiply it with 3. So let's see. So this list has been, now I want to the print here a. So let's see, print and a. So what happened? So you can give the variable a holds collections of the 3 references to the original list. So variable a holds a collection of 3 references to the original list called my list. Okay, so the my list shows up the all 3 occurrences in a. So similarly, you can apply my list dot append and other, just I have already discussed pop, reverse. Okay, let's see one most important. Sometime try to use your additions right here. So in this like asking the object, integer object. So suppose we are asking the integer object 54 to execute its add method. Please concentrate here. So we are asking the integer object 54 to execute its add methods. So called add method in the Python, and now other thing, and passing it 21 as the value to add. So this is the very simple. So you can 54 plus 21 can be added, and you can get a result. It is a sum 75. So we will see the much more about this method later in this section, but try to understand how to solve this problem. Similarly, now we will use some method like a range. So if you write here the range, so just you write range, and if you write only the 10 and 12, so it can easily print it look like a range 0 to 12 automatically. And if you write here list of the range, just I am going to list, sorry, if I am going to write here so I am going to write here list and give a parenthesis. So let's see what happens. Just it has been written this way. So first time I write here only range, so it represent as a range. Now I am going to write here list in range, so it will convert it into the list, and it will start from the 0 to 11. So you understand this concept. So similarly, if I write here another thing, just like a range, and but I need to create 5 to 10, 5 to 12 right here. So 5 to 12 range means look like same, but if I write here list, and range, okay, so then we can see here it will start from 5 until 11. But now I want to the something is, I am putting here the something look like a 2. So 2 means it can represent between the 5 the numbers, the difference between the 5 to 7, 9, okay, 11, the way. So the range means produce the range object that represent a sequence of values, and by using a list functions it is possible to see the value of the range object as a list. So just previous I write here range 12. So the sequence start from the 0 and goes up to, but does not include 12. Similarly, if I write here 5, 12 and 2 means it performs the similarly by skip by the 2. Next, a string are the sequential collections of 0 and more letters. So number and the other symbols, we call these letters numbers and the other symbols characters, and literal strings value are different from identified by using a quotation marks also. So these are the string. So strings I have already discussed, but try something look like how to center. You can use the string as center. So string as a center, string as a count, string like a just, lower, or just means return as a string, write, justify, find, split. So these are the method to you can use here this string. So let's, I am going to write here, one is the write my underscore name and name right here, and I am going to create a string here, so don't need I am right. But now this one has only string, so no need to something, you can easily print here and it has been printed. But if you write here name and my name, my underscore name, so you can easily get the total characters in this string has only 7. Similarly, if you write here my name, you can multiply also by 2, so you can represent as a 2, and then you can also get a 11. So my name, if you write here like a my name, my underscore dot upper dot oblique, yes, so many capitalize, case fold, center, count, encode, and with expandables, format, map has been given like things, all things here to the upper, and now parenthesis. Let's see what happened. Did it happen anything? Yes, so it has been happened here. But if you want to like here center, put here center, yeah, center. So look here, it has been look like this. because it has already in the center CNTE. Yeah. So you can put any character look like here 10. So yeah, look like, so you have got 10. There's some differences here. If you want to the find, so you can write here find and need to here n. So you can easily find, oh sorry, colon here. So you can easily create here this value also. Yeah, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So these are, and you can also, the split will be the very useful for processing a data. So a split will take a string and return a list string using a split characters as a division. Next, just look like a tuple we have already discussed, and operators means operators look like a returner the new in all the elements in the both sets, and you can use the return set the new and with the only elements common with the both sets. So union and set means just union means, you can say the union means return a new sets with all elements from both sets. Intersections means return a new sets with only the elements that common to the both sets. Differences means only it will be subtracted, and each subsets means asks the whether all elements of the one sets are in the other sets. Additions just adds items of the sets. Removes means remove items of the sets. Pop means remove an arbitrary items from the sets, and clear means remove all elements from the sets. So these, I think you are comfortable all these things. Another way, things you have to understand before I'll go into some problems if you are going to solve there. So something is the key method. Look like key means dictionary you have been created values, items, get. So let's see. Just I try to write here. I try to create a dictionary. Look like dict underscore keys, and creator like this means grade another Rahul, right. So this dictionary has been created, and now I am going to list and another look like a list home underscore ext dot keys and parentheses. So let's see, just I have created here one dictionary, and the name has been Braid and Rahul, and another just list phone underscore ext dot keys, but it look like this one means because the name dict underscore key is not defined. So we have got it here this problem because dict underscore is not defined. So similarly, just method key method means return the key of dictionary in a dict underscore keys. This means dict underscore keys. So before that phone, okay, just I have created a phone underscore ext will equal to, and now because we are creating here the dictionary, so here you can share Rahul and another name is Rahul, and this one means 1290 and comma another just brow, right, and it has been look like this one 1123. Now let's see, because I have created two names and another is the this one, and I am going to write here the only this one. So what happened? Because this list Rahul and colon 1290 comma grad 1132 has been created like a dictionary, and another dict underscore keys has been created drag and round. So list of this one phone underscore ext and this one because TICT underscore keys is not defined. So where is the DICT has not defined, so we need to describe these things. So but if I want to if I print only phone dot exist, so it will be printed because so if you write here I am going to print and home underscore exist. So it has been printed like this. Is it possible to print here the list? So can try here. So if you write here list parenthesis, and now again you can use here and try. No. So what happened? Just do one thing, just list has been created, one brackets is right, one more brackets need to here. No, so exist, I don't think just it is possible to not polygon, because this one has not polygon, but if you write here this way, so it has been printed like this. Same we will discuss, we have already discussed input and output. So we input and output means this is a functions, and now most of the programmers, just today we use a dialog box as a way of asking the user to provide some types of input. So sometimes we see the Python does have a way to create dialog box, and there is a much simpler functions that we can use. So Python provides us with a function that allows us to ask the user to enter some data and return a reference to the data in the form of a string, and this is called a function. This type of functions is called input. So Python input functions takes a single parameter, that is string, and this string is often called the prompt because it contains some helpful text prompting the users to enter something. So if I write here something like some inputs, look like here user underscore radius. So will equal to input and parenthesis. I am going to write here like a please enter the radius of the circle. Please enter the radius of the circle. Right. So this means now radius look like it may be something, can say the other radius. If I write here because you can run this. So if you write here, yeah, then you can write the radius. Okay, so now radius will equal to rho user underscore radius. And now diameter will equal to twice into radius. Twice into radius. What happened? Just so it has been created. Now let's see, it has been created. Look like this. Now I am going to put here radius is the 6 and enter. Have you got it? Circle. And you can see that please enter the radius of the circle 6. Similarly we can do again and again. So this is the input. Similarly string formations, you can format the string and integers, unsigned integers, with the Q and F the floating point as a month date. I think I have already discussed time date time something. Next, control structures like algorithms required two important control structures, iterations and selection. So both of these are supported by Python in various forms. So the programmer can choose the statement that is the most useful for given circumstances. So if I am going to write here, so for iterations means Python provides the standard while statements and the very powerful for statements, and the while statements repeats a body of code as long as conditions is true. So just counter will equal to 1, and now I am choosing y. Counter while counter less than equal to less and equal to 5, print hello world. Need a parenthesis and keep here hello world. Hello world. Now I am going to write a counter first counter will equal to 1, and now I write here again counter plus 1. I write here counter and need to write here plus 1. So let's see WHILE. I have WHILE, and give equal to counter relation equal to 5. And this one, okay, yeah, while I am using, so need to the colon, and now then print this one. Now counter, and while this one, so 3, okay, after counter print functions need to the space, then counter also I think it has been printed, okay, no problem. So it has been printed, so let's see stop here. Otherwise, okay, so it has been printed again and again so many times. So this is way to here hello world. If you want to, the conditions on the while statement is evaluate at the start of the each repetition. So if the condition is true, the body of the statement will execute. It is easy to see the structure of the Python's while statement due to mandatory indentations pattern that the language enforces. So while a statement is a very general purpose iterative structure that we will use in a number of different algorithms. So in the many cases, compound conditions will control the iterations of fragments such like a while counter and not done sometimes. So for if I even through the type of the construct, it is a very useful for the wide variety of situations and other iterative structures. The for statement we can use in conjunctions with the many of the Python collections. So for statement can be used for iterate over the number of collections so long as the collections is a sequence. So I try here for item n and created like a square bracket 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, and into the code. Now I am going to print the item. So print item. So now it has been printed. Import, I think just I will print item only. I will get import. Print item I have taken as so it has been printed look like this. So assign the variable items for the each successive value in the list 1, 3, 6 to 5. So the body of the iteration is then executed. This works for any collection that is like a sequence and list. It may be the tuples, list and strings. So most of the time it is we are used. Yeah, the very common use of the for statements is to implement definite iterations over a range of the value. So same, if I write here the range type for item in range 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you write here the for item in range and 5, print item right here. So it will multiply this and we can do this. So print functions, that it contains 5 items right here. The range functions will return a range object representations, the sequence 0.4960. So another way, the other very useful versions of this iteration structure is used to process the each character's strings and the following the code, like you can write the something look like a list, and after that you can use a for, then we can print here. So I hope is it and if I use here if else, so let's try one more, and if I here if score greater and equal to greater and equal to something like a between 90 and 4. Now print now I am going to, so if it is greater than, so then we have to meet here print parenthesis a. If it is no, if else, now I am going to write here else so else when if score if score greater and equal to 80, print B. Print parenthesis and B. Now again if else and again else else colon if score is greater than, let's see, score greater and equal to 70 print C, print C, get capital C. Now else if score greater and equal to 60 print D, print D. And else colon and print F, print F. So let's see. So here we can see here, I think F, and then if and else here, yeah, this will be here, otherwise all. So look here. So yes, just I am getting a problem here because if here and it is in front of the F, I think it is possible to if else, and this if and else, this has been like a if and else has been printed. Name score is not defined. If a score is 90, so Python also has a single way sections and construct. So with the statement if the conditions, if score is 19, okay, greater than 90, print A. Else if score greater than 80, it's look like this. So let's see, just try here first till here, Control C, and I will remove it. So now first we try here, is it printed and not printed. So we have gotten if a score greater than equal to 90, print A. The score, okay, and then else, else. So here so it is possible to write here again, copy and paste B, and let's see here. Yeah, so for this again this one need to put 3. Similarly else, and need to have print right. So anywhere I need to create here a 3, given 3, I need to create here so let's see, just I try, yeah, because parenthesis had been given, it's possible to create here. Yeah, this was, I think it had been like so I hope it is possible to learn something look like a display most of the time. Yeah, it is possible to so last we can see how to solve this circumstances, because again I am using here if and else. So need to give a indentations is the most important, and I try to write here score it not. Thank you. Next time I will try to